Do you want to know what your employer is saying about you? Here's how. I'm Nadia and I run Chronic Care HR for people living with chronic illness and disabilities in the UK. I also offer support services, so have a look in my bio and you'll see the Linktree link there. I do resources, templates, letters, guides and all sorts of things, as well as support and advice for HR matters. I worked as a HR advisor for many years and I suffer with chronic illness. I've got ME, CFS and fibromyalgia, and I have been through the ringer with employers over the years, so really faced some backstabbing, let's say. So if you're going through a similar thing at work, whether that be they're just being funny with you because you've had quite a lot of time off, whether they won't give you disability leave, whether they won't give you your reasonable adjustments you've asked for, if you think you've been discriminated against as a disabled person, if you meet the criteria for disability, whether you've got a chronic illness or any other illness that's long-term and substantially affects your day-to-day living, then you should be covered. Have a look at the guide. I've got guides there about that as well. A lot of them are free or pay what you can, but everything's really low cost and budget friendly. But here's how you can find out what they're saying about you. Your employer has to give you all copies of any data they hold about you. Now that could be emails, meeting notes, any conversations that they've noted about you behind your back with other staff, WhatsApp chats, WhatsApp chats count, anything they hold about you, not just your contract and things you've written and filled in for them, but everything. And it's called a subject access request, or an SAR, which is your right as an employee to ask for that, and it's a legal requirement and they have a legal duty to give you that once you've requested it under UK GDPR laws. Now, just in case you're watching this and you're not disabled or chronically ill, you can still request this if you're having problems as well at work. Now, be careful, because we all know how crafty they can be. They will try and filter stuff out. So if they do that, i.e. you know fully well that you had a meeting or a discussion about something where they wrote it up, or there was emails written about you or between you, or you've sent WhatsApp chats about your time off or disability, or requesting something to do with your condition, or flexible working if you're not a disabled person, etc. If you know that happened, and this is why it's really important to keep notes of dates you sent things that happened, keep everything in writing and keep it at home, just in case you're off long term ever and you can't get into the office to access your email if you can't access it from home. And even if you can, if something goes on, like you're raising a grievance, they may put you on like leave, extra leave. They may tell you to take time off, or you might be unwell. They could block your email, so just be aware of that. So just got my notes here. There was something else I was going to tell you. So if they do filter stuff out and you have a feeling that they're holding back, you know there should be more information, then you can contact the SCO, put in a complaint, and they will then get in touch with them for you and let them know what their duty is as your employer and ask them to submit it, and then you can take it further. Now, these things usually happen, and you would usually ask for this, as I say at the beginning, it's usually during the appeal process, or looking like you're going into conciliation or taking it to tribunal. This is where the SAR can be really, really useful. But obviously, you can use it anytime you need to, when you feel like there's things going on behind your back that you need to know about. Anyway, I just thought that would help. Hope you're all right today, you chronic illness warriors. I'm actually having a good day. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Yesterday and this morning, I had a lot of pain, and I was thinking, oh, I'm going into a flare. But I think the weather, the temperature's cooled down a bit. I think it's settled my pain down a bit. So I hope you're all good. Let me know if you would like any more information about this, or if you'd like me to create a letter template. I can put that on my shop and hub. I'll put my teeth in. Everything's really affordable and low cost because I want to get this information to you. As I said, I've been through this. I've been through the ringer. I lost 6 jobs during the 16 years I was working employed with my conditions, and my health got worse. I tried everything to stay in work, but sometimes they will do anything to try and get rid of you, and they often disguise things, but you have a feeling, don't you, when people are talking about you and there's things going on. I hope that helps, but I just thought that'd be really interesting for you. If you want me to do a template letter, if that's something that you wouldn't know how to word, or you just want some extra help, then you can contact me at chroniccareadvice@gmail.com and let me know if you want that. Or just put in the comments if you'd like a template letter uploaded to my shop. All my letters are like really affordable. You'd be looking at something of less than £5 to get that. And I can put it on there if enough people ask for it. If you want something just personal yourself, then I offer an email service to deal with whatever issues you're going through at work. But let's hope that this law, and this is from day one, by the way, everything we are now covered since last year for flexible working, for reasonable adjustments, as a disabled person with chronic illness, we're covered from day one for everything. So you don't need to have been there so long as you did before. Anyway, I'll stop my written now. Hope that helps. Have a good day. Take care.